Have you ever tried living healthfully and feel really good, but find yourself still tired, lacking energy, and not really feeling your best? You've changed your diet and are eating healthier than you ever have, yet you still don't feel optimal. And yet, you know you have so much more potential. In fact, you've experienced many moments where you felt amazing, and you know that you could be at that place again. But you feel stuck. You don't know what else you can do. You're making green juices, you're snacking on fruit, you're having big salads with your dinner. You're doing everything that the health influencers are doing, but you're not getting the same results. You feel super frustrated, wondering if the diet is not working or if you should give up. You don't seem to progress your life and you end up in the same rut. You feel crappy about yourself for not advancing the way that you know you are capable. There is something missing deep down and you just don't feel good about yourself. I know how this feels. I've struggled to keep the perfect diet and stay feeling my best on it, only to figure out I was missing some key aspects to health. It wasn't until I developed these 3 habits that I was really able to take my life forward and bring my health to the next level. And these are totally non-food related. Food is awesome, but it can only take you so far. So before you throw in the towel, let's talk about these key habits that can take your life to the next level. My name is Kuba and I'm going to tell you about the 3 habits that changed my life without incorporating major life changes or spending any money. The first habit is being in touch with nature. Now, you may be thinking, well, I walk through the park every day on my way home from work. This is amazing and I hope you keep it up. And I hope you take it even deeper with this next advice. Before we get into the specifics, I did want to say that the natural whole plant food that we eat in its raw form is a great way to connect with nature for sure. After all, it contains the earth's minerals, the structured water, the fresh oxygen, and even the sunlight energy in the food, in the fruits and the vegetables, all of which our planet runs on. These are the 4 elements that make up the planet and everything on it. Yes, that means your body too. We are over 70% water. And guess what? Over 70% of the earth is covered in water. That's right, we are just a piece of the earth and thus a reflection of it. And fresh fruits and vegetables have at least this much water as well. That's why living foods are a great way to keep our body's elements intact and truly be in touch with nature and to really feel one with nature. So, to really get deeply in touch with the elements, we could take this even further with the following. As mentioned, going for a walk in nature is super important. You want to do at least 20 minutes a day of this. Have you ever felt your spirit instantly calm as you enter the forest? This is because the forest or any natural area is rooted in calmness. Green is a color that brings us peace. That's why just by looking at the fauna, we get a sense of peace, a calmness in our spirit. And while you're out there, touch the trees, touch the leaves with your bare hands. Take your shoes off and go barefoot on the earth for at least 2 minutes a day. When our skin is touching these elements, our cells get to communicate with the microscopic bacteria that keeps the ecosystem robust and everything living in harmony. There's an actual science behind hugging trees. Being in contact with the trees, with these natural elements, connects you to the natural environment that you live in. Jumping in fresh water is also a great way to drench your body in the earth's fluids. Doing this every day is a game changer. In the summertime, I like to jump in the sea every day, but in the winter, I'm satisfied with my hot and cold showers. This always wakes me up and I feel stoked for the rest of the day. The second habit is movement. This actually helps to open up our cells so they can breathe and get the oxygen and actually utilize our food more effectively. Otherwise, food may pass through our system slowly and not actually absorb the nutrition that we need. But when we're opening up our cells, they're actually better absorbing the nutrients from our food and our bodies are actually utilizing it much more effectively. When the cells are activated, they better absorb the sugars, the amino acids, the fatty acids of our food to fuel us, to build our bodies, and to lubricate our nervous system and our brain with healthy fat. Eating without exercise is not as beneficial. I know a lot of times we don't feel like exercising. We may have worked all day, it may be cold outside. We just want to relax and cozy up by the heater. The thing is, it takes energy to make energy. I realized that once I get my body moving, I actually get more energy. I wake my system up and then I feel actually like moving more and I get a way better energy after. That's why even when we don't feel like it, if we get up and move, we actually increase our energy. I'm not talking about anything crazy or strenuous. I mean a light jog, dancing to your favorite songs, a brisk walk, something that will get you sweating but doesn't feel overwhelming. You will see, you may start a light jog and naturally want to pick up the pace and go faster as your system awakens. So, in those moments when you don't feel like doing anything, don't think about it, just get up and start moving. And then you can decide how strenuous you want your activity to be. Often, a light jog will wake my system up so much that I naturally feel like doing a strength training exercise after. Follow this exercise with a hot and cold shower and you'll be super pumped for the day. Now, before we get into the third habit, which has been a real game changer in my life, I want to let you know about my private Facebook group. You can join where we go deep on these kinds of topics and really work towards bringing our lives forward, getting healthy, fit, and living our best lives. It's called Holistic Regeneration and the link is below. So if you're interested in leveling up your life, join the group and I'll see you in there. Okay, let's get into the final and perhaps most important habit. This one is kind of a no-brainer, but so difficult to get into in today's sleepless world. And that is sleep. Now I get it, we're all different. Some of us thrive at night, for all you night hawks out there, and some of us are early birds who do our best in the waking hours of the day. You have to find the time that works best for you, but the key is to stick to a sleep schedule. When we disrupt our sleep patterns, our brain gets confused and can never stabilize. Our bodies are in a constant state of shock when we keep changing our sleep cycles. And when we stay up, even though our bodies, our minds are already tired, but we're watching TV, the lights are on, the family wants to hang out, the phone is ringing, so much is going on, we end up neglecting the very crucial time that our bodies need to regenerate. So I don't care what time you go to sleep, just keep a regular sleep schedule and stick to it. To be successful with this, you need a ritual. Every night at the same time, you need to wind down. For me, it's 9 p.m. Once my phone gives me the signal that it's time to wind down, I turn everything off and I head for my nighttime routine. Okay, I'm human. I don't always succeed with this, but I tried this diligently for a few weeks and what a game changer. Even if I didn't make it to bed by my desired 10 o'clock p.m. goal, at least I would be in bed before 11. My body would get the rest that it needed, and then waking up early became a joy. Which brings us to the next aspect of a proper sleep, a morning ritual. When I started winding down in the evenings to make it to bed at the same time every day, I was able to wake up an hour or more earlier than usual. I began to start my day much more peacefully. I would do my meditation as I warmed up my system with a hot lemonade. Then I would put on my thermal clothes and head out for a light run before doing a strength training workout. Follow this with a hot and cold shower and I'm powered up for the day. And I'm ahead of schedule. I drink my green juice and head to work with a beautiful energy, clear mind and a sharpness like never before. I no longer have to rush and notice this carries forth into the rest of my day. I also had my time in nature and my exercise and I didn't have to think about this for the rest of the day. So now I can be productive and focus on other things. Then at night, my mind is clear and I know I finished everything that I wanted, including my exercise, meditation, and everything else. Have you ever noticed when you wake up late, you have to rush to work and then you end up rushing through the rest of your day? You always seem a step behind. Well, winding down early and then rising early and having a routine before bed and once you wake up makes your entire day run smoothly. There's no better feeling than starting the day how you want and being grounded in your energy before being ready to go and serve others. The key is to stick to the schedule. To recap, being connected with the elements to really feel grounded and have a clear energy. Daily movement to get your cells opening up and really be able to utilize the nutrition of your food. And finally, keep a bedtime ritual to properly wind down so that you can wake up rested to do your morning ritual that will set your day up for success. Start implementing these habits slowly but surely in a way that works for your life. We're all different, but these 3 habits are key to long-term health and wellness. You'll finally have a more holistic approach to your wellness journey and see the results almost immediately. Well, that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and hit subscribe for more content that will take your life to that next level. Join our Facebook group for more inspiration and to be part of a growing community full of health seekers leveling up our lives every day. Find the link in the description below. Much love and see you in the community.